Hi, welcome to Dragon Tower Defense. This is the new challenge by EddCase, and this is the spawn box. This is what happens when you go there. There's a link to Ed's channels on various places, and we've got the dragons in front of us. It's all about dragons, of course. There's a dragon egg, the dragon queen egg that you have to defend. Here's the different dragons, and they've all got videos to help explain what they're all about, and plus this interact button which you get in game, and you'll need to know what to do about that. You can customize your swords, hat, and the dragons if you are a patron, and here's how you click to get into level 1 or level 2 challenges. Now when you go into one of these challenges, you'll get spawned somewhere random, like what's going to happen here. We have an icy mountaintop, or a desert, or a frozen ocean. But I decided to go for something much more conventional, so this is the practice run that I went into. There's a tree beside me, that's a good thing. Okay, and you can see that here you've arrived with your dragon queen egg, and all of the trees nearby seem to have been shaved down to leave a clear area for you to work in. And what we're going to be doing is preparing during the day and then defending against attackers during the night. We have a shop which we can go to, and you can buy eggs which will spawn each of the different colours of dragon, and they've all got their own powers and properties, and they all need their own food, and that is all described in those videos at the start. I won't go into all that here. So I'm buying myself a few dragons and some food. There are also arrows and a bow on sale and an enchanting table, but I'm leaving those alone for the moment. I'm hopefully going to use those if I survive the first night. Now, it lasts 5 nights. And you've just got the 10 minutes, which I've speeded up here, of course, to show how I'm preparing. Now, there's nothing to say that this is a good or correct way to prepare for what's going to happen in the night. It's just what I decided to do. I'm not a very experienced player. I have played in a few of the multiplayer tests, but yes, I had people there. Well, I had Ed there. He was much more experienced than either myself or Cherry, and he would tell us what things to get going at and to watch out for. So I'm remembering that we had a surround to try and deter the dragons. Obviously, you need something a bit more solid than wood. Wood you get supplied with some of at the start, and dirt and saplings in case you haven't got any trees nearby. But yes, we're going to need better tools. You're going to need stone, and there are all kinds of things that you need to feed your dragons. Now, I don't really get into that very much here. I think that's something for my later runs. My first practice runs were very much trying to do the work of numerous people all on my own. I know it's balanced when you've got a single player as compared to multiplayer, but it still came as a culture shock to me to be trying to do all the preparations and the defending at night around 360 degrees of attacks when I'm on my own. Right, sand. This is a kind of forlorn attempt to feed the dragons. The red dragon, I think it is, will eat miles of sand. I'm having a good look around everywhere. I'm going to need some coal to be able to cook things. You can, if you find lots of coal, you can feed it to the black dragon. But at the moment, I just want to be able to cook up things that I find, like iron. I've got no armour at the present. Right, I'm going to jump in there. I'm going to throw in the sand, but the dragons eat it without growing. I believe they eat, if you've got access to some TNT, that counts like many sand, so it's much better to feed them some TNT and they'll grow and become bigger and better dragons straight away. Right, I'm lighting up the area because the whole concept of the game is that you get attacked by custom mobs, but the normal mobs will still spawn as well, and so the problem is that I don't want the normal mobs all over the place. You see, I use the special return to spawn action of the what's it called, the little hand device. But if you change that to your offhand, it zips you back to spawn immediately. Right, here's what a night is like. An incoming wave is announced, and I've got to wait for them. I've decided that, that's an ordinary zombie. That's that kind of thing I didn't really want happening, but we'll deal with those. You're given a good solid diamond sword, and yeah, you should be able to take care of him, no trouble at all. Haven't got any armour though. That's right. These are just ordinary mobs. Now, in the distance, you can see the white outlines of the custom mobs that are coming in. And on the right-hand side, you can see on the scoreboard, it says there are 8 enemies so far, and your Queen Dragon egg is still at full health of 5. So it can take 5 hits. Now, these zombies that are walking in will not harm me. The dragons will attempt to defend. And as you can see, when they meet an obstacle, these zombies will try to climb over it, or they place down ladders. I've noticed. Yeah, they've got their ways of doing it. Just off to my left, there's a dragon defending itself. It's set light to this zombie. Yes, notice these ones down here have got shields. They are tougher. You have to hit them more times, and they can probably defend themselves against the fireballs that my red dragons are sending out. I'm going for the shield zombie first because it's more likely to get through and cause damage to the queen egg. This is getting close. It's getting very close. I don't want... Right, notice when you kill them, they drop gold ingots, which is all going to be very useful. Should you survive the wave of attack, it means that you will have lots of gold for the next visit to the shop. Or, in fact, I don't remember this in this particular run, but you can feed gold blocks to your dragons to help grow them if you've got a massive surfeit of gold. Right, I'm getting into real trouble now. The walls are going down around my queen egg. I'm becoming panicked and running in all directions trying to defend. It's a good indicator to me that there are enemies nearby. Notice there are more enemies spawning all the time. In that scoreboard on the right hand side, it's gone up a lot from the original 8. Yeah, I was saying it's a good indication that there are mobs getting very close to the dragon egg, in that the red dragons are firing fireballs all the time. Right, this feels like I'm making some headway, but there's a new load just spawned out there. There's still 16 mobs, custom mobs. And this one's climbed up a ladder that is placed around the tree, and that's kind of distracted me and sent me a long way away from where I want to be. So I'm having to run back at high speed. You seem to be immune to the fire, so that's at least one little thing that you don't have to worry about. You're being set fire to by the fireballs of your own dragons. Yeah, okay, so still my dragon is at full health. The enemies have they've gone up again. Still got 17 of them. So we've had a new wave of them born, and that some of them are getting very close. Very close indeed. And I think I'm going to... Yes, they've started to get through and take some lives off of my queen egg. I just survived one by the skin of my teeth there. There's one... Oh, right. I've done badly. This is the first night. At least I'm close to being able to clear the wave that's attacked me on the first night. We're down to only 5 enemies left, and dawn is breaking. But the egg has been hit 3 times, so it's down below half health, and it's not going to get any stronger. I'm going to have to survive a much tougher second night. Now, where's that last enemy? There he is. He's coming in through the trees. Let's get rid of him. That is what it's like to survive one night. Okay, but yes, it doesn't bode well for the next night. These purple patches of crying obsidian are where one of the dragons sends out a sort of toxic thing for the enemy mobs to walk on, and when they walk on it, they become poisoned. Okay, so sped up again now for the daytime as I'm trying to patch up all the box and now make it with stone, but I haven't got enough to do the whole thing. But make a new protection around that maybe will last a bit longer than the wooden one the first night. Oh dear. It's all seeming like a little bit of a hopeless enterprise. Right, I've got over 100 gold that I've collected. I think some of it was left over from the first visit to the shop, but the rest of it is new from the first night. So what can I do with 100 gold? I'm buying a couple more dragons, a bunch of arrows, and a bow. Now, yes, my defences, I think that's where I need to put more effort in, is actually building stronger defences around. One thing I'm doing now is going around the world trying to take down any of the ladders and climbing blocks that the custom mobs have placed, because they will probably just make use of those the next night as they come walking in, and it will give them a much quicker and easier path through to the queen egg, and we don't want that. Right, I'm now going to try to see if I can find some iron or anything else valuable. So I'm digging straight down as deep as I can, as fast as I can, in the hope that I'll find some iron, but I'm not finding anything. Aha, I've broken out into a ravine, and there's bound to be ores here. And in fact, there's some iron right there where I've arrived. So at least I've got that. Now, I think I saw some copper, and you can feed copper to... Yes, I think it might be the red dragon that you can feed copper to. Yes, it must be a different one that you can feed the sand to. Probably the white dragon. But... yes, I couldn't see again where that copper was. I'd spotted some as I arrived, but I couldn't find it again, so I contented myself with cooking up the iron, make myself a shield, make myself a little bit of armour, perhaps, and then maybe I might be able to defend a bit better on the second night. But I'm definitely worried. You get tougher mobs on the second night. It's not going to be as easy. You get different types of mobs on the second night. So, right, I'm strengthening all the defences around the edge of the box that the queen egg is in, and we shall see how things go when I've got a slightly thicker stone wall around it. But yeah, it's just about coming down to sunset again, so I'm going to try and chop down the last few of trees and ladders and things like that I can find that the enemy mobs might use to, well, they will, I'm sure they will use them to speed their path through to where they're trying to get to. Okay. Right, the sun's just about setting, so we will... yeah, we've got a couple of new baby dragons. See, they really are tiny at the moment, these dragons. They will do a lot more damage. I think they've got 3 growth stages that you can send them through by feeding them, but that's something that I've just never got into in this practice run at all. So, let's see what the second night's defending is like. When my queen egg is only at 2 health, it can only take 2 more hits and the whole game's over. And there are tougher mobs, different types of mobs. And I've scarcely improved my defences any at all. Right, we've got one ordinary mob as a visitor come strolling up, because I obviously haven't lit the area up well enough. I'll use some of my arrows just to try to get a bit of bow practice in, because there are going to be things. Yes, you can see there are some phantoms flapping in. I think they're not flying as fast as a phantom would fly in the normal Minecraft game. I think so anyway. And they appear to be... I've got a bit of luck that they're crashing into trees and being destroyed. And now if you were on a flat piece of land, they would all come flapping all the way in, and yeah, you see, trying to hit them doesn't work very well. There's somebody getting very close already. But my dragons are strong. Well, I've got 2 more of them. 2 more red dragons is a little bit of extra strength, so that's a good thing. And look, these things up here. But how do you hit them with arrows? I think the white outlines are putting me off, and also I'm a very, very bad shot. But I've managed to get that one. This one, once it gets close to the queen egg, of course it's coming down at an angle. Right, creepers. These will not explode and kill you, but they will explode if they come up to a barrier like the wall I've built around here. So you do need to be destroying them before they can come in there and cause a massive explosion and make a huge hole in the wall, which will allow everyone else to come in there and kill your queen egg. Right, as you can see, it gets completely frantic and mayhem. Oh, no, that's that noise. I thought that was... Oh, no, I've lost another life, and everything, it seems to be closing in around me. I've only got one health left. How long can my poor queen egg survive with enemies in all directions and just me running around like a mad thing trying to clear out the attacking wave? This is really getting to the point where my dragons are mounting a fantastic defense on their own. They're doing better than I am, I think. Right, I've lost my bearings. Where are the nearest mobs? You need to have a plan. You need to have tactics. I think that's where I'm falling down. I'm just running in all directions at once, trying to stop any of them from touching the queen egg. And I'm on fire, so I can't see very well. It's going to go over any second now. I can see it. Now, the trouble is also that mob, that's an ordinary zombie, and I didn't realise it. It's attacking me. And this one too, and that one, and I was killed and sent right back into the middle. And I'm running around, and that's another normal zombie. You can tell the normal zombies because they haven't got a white outline. Right, somehow the queen egg has survived yet again on 1 health, but this just can't carry on for long. There are too many of them. That's an ordinary zombie who set light to me again. I'm about to die. Well, I'm on half health again. Phantoms to be destroyed. Oh, and finally someone got through to him, and that's his last heart gone. That's his last health gone. And I quit. I come back to the spawn box. That is a run through of the manic mayhem that is Dragon Tower Defense. I hope you'll give it a try. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.